and get the best run possible down towards the line and maintain all that momentum. It's a 15.9. Does improve, but stays exactly where he is in P4. And that will be his qualifying done and dusted. Looking further back on the field, that is the Alpine of Leagueracing. Stays exactly where they are. Jump on board with Lucas Giles as he's coming around 13 now. Needs to commit on 14. Is the improvement to come for Lucas Giles? He's flat to the floor. Burn all the battery. The rear wing is open. What more do you have? 16.1 does improve. It's P6 for Lucas Giles.
Final lap for the top boys. I think it's going to be Falcon who comes around the final corner. The top two invalidated, made mistakes. Here comes Falcon. Can he take that front row? And he can't. He just misses out by 200ths of a second, and he'll start P3. That P3's taken. Jean-Claude up to the front row with the Aston Martin. 0.5, fantastic lap.
Lockie does not improve. Neither is the McLaren boys. The McLaren boys are done and dusted. I think that's it. 3, 4, 5 lights. The drivers are ready. I can see the blue wall tyres, and it is go, go, go for a very wet Albert Park Grand Prix, and it's a good getaway from Adam and Jan as they jump ahead into... Oh no, I've got a desync. But it is actually, seems to be that the Williams has taken a huge loss. Patton is still in P1. Jean-Claude lurking behind. Rick is trying to close back up. We're waiting for the screen to go back to where it was. It looks like Sneaky Guy could potentially be under attack from Falcons. Falcons has lost out a little bit here on the race start. Things are looking a little bit slippy, a little bit greasy as the drivers try to find the grip limits, try to find the best line to run, to race across in these unprecedented conditions. Drivers slamming into the walls though. There was an Alpine and a Williams just clattering, or the double Williams boys just taking that hit.
Both Williams have hit each other.
Oh, there's huge contact with the Williams boys. They're struggling to stay together, struggling to get past each other. This is dramatic. Disastrous for those two. Absolute gridlock, and a 3-second gap has now formed from P6 to P5. Things are just looking... Oh, Rick is all over the place. Barely keeping that kick Sauber in a straight line. And Sneaky Guy just slips on through, and so does Falcon. Falcon locking up the car, though, as we come down into turn 3. Barely keeping himself going. And there's huge contact with Rick. And they're both off the track and onto the grass. The kick Sauber's now a lawnmower. And he took the V-carb with him. But they get themselves back in line as Ghosting did them both a favour, though. Rick falling down the order, down to P15. That's drama. Disaster for the kick Sauber. And the track conditions get a little bit better as the lap times start to get a little bit faster. Some drivers are starting to find their pace and find their edge. Some moves going on further down. Nice drivers in the pits implementing strategies. Crossover period around the outside. Sneaky Guy looks for a door. The door has been open. Well, it's been pretty much well and truly open for that Ferrari to get on through. What's the contact between the V-Carb and the Ferrari? Or is that some slipstream games that they're playing? Did the V-Carb want to fall behind and use that slipstream advantage and get that little bit extra kick? Trying to defend. Oh, what's happened?
Right. That's our pole sitter who's come into the pits. 10-second penalty for Patton. That is so unfortunate. And he's on to another set of wets. He's not gone for intermediates. Really interesting strategy there by the V-Carb, who everyone else going on to the intermediates. He's opted for the fresh set of wet tyres. So V-Carb's still thinking that the track is maybe wetter than the other teams think it is. And a 10-second penalty hanging over his head. That's really unlucky. And a bit of battling going through turn 1. That's Jean-Claude and Richards. Oh, and Richards struggling for grip. And he's got much older tyres. I don't think that was a fight he was going to win. Is he looking to come back at him? Down the inside of turn 3, he is heavy on the brakes. I think he's locked in front, and he has, and he's gone way too deep. He's going to lose the position to the Aston Martin, maybe to the Williams as well.
Oh,
he's contact between him and Giles.
Yeah, he's showing Giles the door there, saying you're not getting through here. But Giles having the fresher tyre needs to be smart, needs to get through sooner rather than later to benefit on that fresher compound. All this is going to do is just slow him down, especially with Richards running with that front wing damage. He needs to get through and get through fast.
Well, I don't know if he'll get the rotation with that wing damage through turn 1. He might be able to, though. Battery on for the Haas. Can he get a run? Going towards turn 3. Power on in the slipstream. Will he make a dive? Is he brave enough on those tyres? Moves to the inside. Nathan Richards down the inside. Going towards turn 3. Blocks the rears. Jean-Claude's going to try and go for the switchback. He can't do it. And the Haas on 12 lap older tyres. Still making moves with wing damage too. Nathan Richards up to P6. Fantastic racing.
He's doing very, very well to manage that damage, manage those tyres to say the least. Let me say 12 laps old. He's really trying to push the boundaries here.
Falcon, I believe, will come out just behind his teammate. And he absolutely does. Splitting him from the Haas, who's been making big moves.
Oh!
Ford goes deep.
Where did he go? Easy back on the track. He's trying to. He's struggling. He gets himself back there, but he's down into P10 as he gets passed by Saran. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye, him going flying off in turn 1. That was absolutely disastrous. But as he cost himself damage, it doesn't look like he just needs to get himself going again. He's struggling in the wet conditions. Richards is staying very, very close. He's looking to try and pull it back. He goes for a late lunge, making it side by side with the Williams driver. Is Nathan going to come out on top? He may do. But Luca is not letting that go without a fight. He's still trying to make it side by side. Will he be able to get ahead? No, he has to tuck back behind Nathan Richards into the slipstream. Will we see ascend into turn 1 from Lucas? No, he's playing it smart. Nathan really getting the elbows out in this round. As Jean-Claude had another little moment on the exit of turn 10. The door has been opened for Rick to try and push on through. Jean-Claude is forced to attack. And he makes contact there. Oh, wow, Rick saw that coming a mile off. And just tucks to the inside line and slips underneath the Aston Martin. Oh, that was beautiful car positioning from Rick. Well done. On board with the Ferrari as he comes out, sliding left and right with a weed. Take a celebration, take a bow. Sneaky guy crosses the line and takes victory for round 1 in season 9 on a very, very wet Albert Park. A Melbourne Grand Prix. Falcon secures P2 and Lucas Giles, I believe, will secure that final podium spot for P3. Take a bow, gentlemen. It's been treacherous and chaotic all the way through this very wet Grand Prix, but you've done yourselves proud to take the podium. Nathan Richards finally crosses the line, secures the P4 and a race to the line between Jan and Ubor, but Jan takes P5, Ubor P6, Rick P7, and Saran P8, going down to Jean-Claude, who inherits P8 from time penalties. Didn't jump up too far, but kept the slice. Finishes the points positions in P10.